VLOOKUP works great and it's been around for a while, but there's also a new function now called XLOOKUP, and it improves upon VLOOKUP, and we'll see how it improves upon it as we use the function. Once again, to use XLOOKUP, let's click on Insert Function right up above. This opens up the function helper, and let's type in XLOOKUP, then press Go, and let's click on this function, and then click on OK. This now opens up the function arguments for XLOOKUP. And first, it asks me for the lookup value. I'll move this a little bit over to the side, and I want to look up the cookie type right here. Here, I'll pull it back. Now it asks me for the lookup array. So basically, where do I want to look for this cookie type? I'll simply select this column. Then it asks me for the return array, and basically I want to get the price back, so I'll select this column. The neat thing with XLOOKUP is the lookup column doesn't necessarily have to be on the leftmost side. It could be all the way over on the right. So the position doesn't matter, and this is one improvement over VLOOKUP. Also here, I can specify what happens if it doesn't find a value. Now remember earlier when VLOOKUP did not find the Kevin cookie and it gave this NA error back? Well, here I could say not found. I could specify what the message is. That's a little bit cleaner, and that's another improvement over VLOOKUP. Here I also have match mode. So if it doesn't find an exact match, what happens? Do I want to look at the previous closest match or the next closest match? So I could specify that here. If I don't enter anything in, it'll just look for an exact match. Now this all looks good, so let's hit enter. And here I see that oatmeal raisin has a price of 10. And just like with VLOOKUP, here I could change, let's say, the cookie name to chocolate chip, and there I see that the price is 10. So it works similar to VLOOKUP, but it has some improvements above and beyond what VLOOKUP can do. One of the great things about XLOOKUP is you can even have it return multiple columns. So let's test this out. This time I'll press Shift F3 to insert a function into this cell. Once again, let's select XLOOKUP. And for the lookup value, let's once again select the cookie type right up here. For the lookup array, let's select this column. And for the return array, now I want to get the price and the cost back. So previously we've always been just highlighting one column, but now I can highlight two columns. This is another thing that VLOOKUP can't do. Once again, if it's not found, I can type in an error message, and I'll leave match mode just as is. Here I'll click on OK. And down below now, we see that I get both the price and the cost back. Check that out. That's something you can't do with VLOOKUP. With the price and the cost now, I could enter a very simple formula to calculate the profit. Here, I'll enter an equal sign, and I'll take this returned value and subtract this one, hit enter, and here I see the profit is 6. Now, the neat thing is, let's say I want to know the profit of a sugar cookie. Here I type in sugar cookie, hit enter, and here I can see that the profit is 3. Thanks to XLOOKUP, this is really easy to calculate.